SIA International Academy ترحب بأبنائكم في مبناها الجديد في كانتون ميشيغان بدءا من موسم الخريف الدراسي العام 2020. الفرع الجديد في كانتون يستقبل الطلاب بدروسه المجانية من المراحل التمهيدية التحضيرية والروضات حتى الصف الثامن. سيواصل الطاقم التعليمي بكفاءته العالية خدمة أجيال واعدة من الطلاب. يشار إلى أن النظام التحضيري للمؤسسة يعتمد على منهاج ميشيغان التعليمي إضافة إلى تدريس العربية كلغة ثانية لغاية الصف الثاني عشر. ومع إطلاق الموسم الدراسي ستوفر مدرسة ستار 3 برامج تعليمية أساسية حديثة تشمل التعلم عن بعد أو في المدرسة أو النظام الجامع بين الاثنين، وذلك لكافة الصفوف. سيزود كل تلميذ بمستلزمات مدرسية مجانية ولوح ذكي كروم بوك. تتبع المؤسسة معايير الصحة والسلامة للموظفين والطلاب. يستقبل فرع كانتون طلبات التسجيل من المراحل التمهيدية الأولى حتى الصف الثامن، وسيشرع المبنى أبوابه للطلاب في 31 من آب العام 2020. لتسجيل أطفالكم يمكنكم تعبئة طلبات أونلاين عبر الرابط المخصص لذلك.
Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. Dear families, students, staff, welcome to STAR International Academy. My name is Nawal Hamadeh. I'm the superintendent of the schools. We've been in existence for, this is our 23rd year. We're really excited about the project that we are starting in Canton. I have with me the principal, the acting principal, Mrs. Anita Hassan. She will be presenting with me. She will be discussing with you the opening, the procedures, the guidelines, and the logistics that the families are waiting for. We have been enrolling students, and we're really excited to welcome them to the new building in Canton. Right now, my part on the discussion, and I will be discussing with you the status of the project from a construction perspective, as well as we will be giving you an idea about the reopening plans. Mrs. Hassan, she is the Director of Instructional Improvements, as well as the acting principal. So we are both going to be collaborating today to talk to you, and we welcome your questions, and any comments. If you have any, if you're joining us here, this is a great time to ask questions and to let us know what's on your mind and how you feel, and where we can help you, and hopefully we can address all the questions that you have. With that, I'm going to begin actually with just a little update as far as the construction is concerned. So the school will be opening on time. So we are right now going through the fire marshal review of the building, and the different approval processes that will be taking place throughout this week, next week. And we're hoping that everything will go well by the end of the week, where we will have all the approvals that we need. And then we will be getting the state number that's coming up. And then with that, we can officially have students in the building. And also, we are looking at having a parent orientation on August 27th. So we're looking at, August 27th around 5 p.m. Hopefully this will work for the families. We will be sending notices to all the families who are enrolling their kids. So the orientation is really mainly for the families who have their kids enrolled at the school. If we have any of the community members who are interested in the school and they would like to visit, we recommend that you call in. You call in the school number, which will show you on the screen. And there's also, if you're looking at enrollment, you can email us at enrollsia@starpsa.org or call in the number. So with that in mind, let me also give you another more information about the building. So basically, the building is going through a couple of approval processes for this year. One is the classrooms, and the library and the computer lab will all be ready for the students by the opening date, which is August 31st. And then we have a second part that is the cafeteria and additional restrooms and additional classrooms. They will be opening by the end of September. So that's really, we're breaking up the construction into two components. There will be two parts of the parking lot. One will be ready for the opening on time, and the rest of the parking lot will continue to be under construction through the end of September. So the entire building will be completely ready by the end of September. Meanwhile, the portion that we really need to be ready on time will be ready. So there will be no obstacle, nothing standing in the way. The building is a beautiful building, has close to about 20 classrooms, plus a computer lab, a library. It has the cafeteria, which is also, it's an all-purpose room that will be used as a gymnasium as well. We are welcoming students in grades pre-K through 8. So we are opening classrooms throughout, we will be taking enrollment between now and until the classes fill. So it's not too late if you want to enroll your kids. And then this is on the construction end. Then let's talk about the program, the reopening plans. As you well know, the governor, in her last speech on June 30th, she issued guidelines for the reopening. So we've been reviewing the guidelines. We've done a lot of surveys. And also we learned from our experience from last year when all the schools had to close their buildings in an emergency setting, and we had to switch overnight over to virtual learning. So we've been getting feedback from our staff, students, families, plus we've done a lot of research, of looking at the different options that we may have and trying to see what the best practices are to ensure that we are really providing quality program and we're ready for the parents. So the governor announced that there are 6 phases to plan for. And that is in phases 1, 2, 3, when the risks for the corona or COVID-19 are high. And that's at those levels, the governor issues the phases that we will be in. And she makes that determination. We just have to follow based on the guidelines. At that time, when the schools are all closed, all the schools will have to go virtual, and we are ready for that. And then in phase 4, that's when the risks are at a lower level but still high. Then schools can have in-school instruction, but at the same time, the schools would have to follow very strict guidelines from a safety perspective to ensure safety for all. We've gone through the review of the requirements, and we are prepared for that. As far as we are concerned, we are now in phase 4. We are taking every measure that is available and that could possibly be taken. One thing we're doing for sure, all of our staff will be wearing masks. That's mandatory. Students in grades 6 through 12, the governor stated it's mandatory that the students must wear masks all the time while they're in the school, except during mealtime. And also, if they have medical issues, then they would have to present a medical excuse for us to waive that requirement. However, grades pre-K through 5 do not have to wear masks in the classrooms, but they will have to wear masks when they are in a public area. Example, when they're in the hallways, going to the restroom, and so forth. But in the classrooms, they do not have to wear the mask. Additionally, what we're doing, students will remain in the same classrooms, so they don't change rooms to prevent jams in the hallways, and also to make sure that we minimize the risk levels to having any exposure to COVID-19. We're also adding shields for every desk. Every desk will have shield to protect the students while they're in the classroom. We will be sanitizing the classroom every 4 hours. Students will be asked to sanitize and or wash their hands every 2 hours. We will also have available at the school We will have wipes and sanitization wipes and sanitization solutions, so that in every classroom, in every room, and in the hallways as well, and in the all-purpose room, the cafeteria. Students will be asked to wash their hands before they eat. That's mandatory. Additionally, we will be sanitizing the classrooms in the evening. And then on Fridays, we will be doing deep cleaning and additional layer of sanitization. On top of that, we have purchased equipment for the sanitization, heavy-duty equipment. And also, we will be installing blue lights, UV blue lights, to ensure that the flow of air is fresh and sanitized, and we have a very healthy environment. Also, what we're doing on that end, we have the staff who will be involved in the service of the food will be wearing gloves, will be masked, will be washing their hands very often, so ensuring that there is no spread of COVID at all. More importantly, everyone who comes into the building, be it staff member or a student or a contractor, they will be asked to fill in a questionnaire online, and also their temperature will be taken. We are securing thermometers, high-end thermometers that withstand heavy traffic. So when anyone who comes into the building, it'll have facial recognition as well as the non-contact, and will be identifying the faces if they are in mask, or if they are not, the machine will redirect the individual to wear their mask, because they're not allowed to wear a mask. And then if they have a temperature, it will identify if the temperature is high. Of course, they will not be allowed in the building. So anyone with a temperature will not be allowed in the building. They will be, asked to exit the building. So we, again, minimize any potential for risk, having risk at the building, and or for having the spread of the COVID-19. And then as far as the plan in itself, the entire plan. So the plan, initially, we will be starting virtually for all students the first month, and that is August 31st through September 30th. August 31st is a half day for students across all of our schools, not just STAR in Canton. And then the second day is full day. September 1st will be a full day, August 31st, half day. And then the whole month will be virtual. We are looking at, we will be carefully moving into the in-classroom instruction. We will be evaluating the situation on day-by-day basis, especially towards the end. And we will make sure that the in-school instruction, when we call for it, it is safe, and it is okay for students to come in back to the school building. Now, we're providing the parents with options. We're providing 3 options for parents to enroll their kids during the school year. We're asking that a survey be completed at the beginning of the school year. The survey will be sent out to all of the Canton families who are interested in enrolling their kids at our academy. So Plan A, and these plans actually begin in October, as of October 1st, provided that we will be moving into in-school instruction. So Plan A is all virtual, 100% of the time students will be taught virtually. And Plan B, where parents can opt to have blended learning, where students will attend for in-school instruction 3 days of the week, and 2 days will be virtual. Plan C, parents have the option to send their kids to school 4 days a week, and 1 day will be virtual. So for Plan B, the days of instruction at the school will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday are virtual. Plan C, the days of school for students will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in school, while Friday will be a virtual instruction. We chose Friday for virtual instruction mainly because, that's towards the end of the week. We want to do deep cleaning and deep sanitization to ensure that the environment at the school continues to be healthy and free of viral bacteria or whatever, to minimize and to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 and any other disease. So with that in mind, Fridays are half days for students throughout the school year. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are full days for students throughout the school year. The school calendar will be sent to the parents, and it is posted online. For those who are interested in looking at the school calendar, you may visit the website www.starpsa.org. You will see more information about the academy and about its programs and the schedule and calendar. As far as, again, the continuity to learning plan, while we're following very strict guidelines for safety purposes to ensure the safety of all, so we are also looking at the program and how else and what else we will be doing. For the water fountains, our students will not be allowed to use the water fountains. We are looking at installing spouts so students can fill their own bottles. We encourage parents to send with their kids to the school when they attend classrooms at the school, to send their water bottles with them so they can drink their own water from their own bottles, and then they can fill them from the water fountains with the spouts. They will not be allowed to use the water fountains through their mouth because that would be high risk for them. And then also anything that they students will be touching, and it's a shared touching, such as toys or games and whatever, these will not be available to the students. There will be other alternate means. So just again, for safety purposes. We will have additional masks. We ask that the parents to please send the masks with your kids. I'm sure a lot of families have their own preference. Cloth masks are totally permitted and encouraged, and they will need to be washed every night, and encouraging sanitization for the kids and teaching them about hygiene. There will be instruction, there will be directions given by the teachers to ensure that we are really providing our students with safety, with education that helps them in taking safety measures to keep them safe and clean and less susceptible to contracting any virus and or disease. On top of that, of course, we have mentioned that additional measures will be taken. There will be a number of things that will be taken. When we have playground equipment, we're looking at right now finalizing our purchase and installation of the playground equipment. That may be delayed a little bit, but when we have the playground equipment, what will happen is it'll be one classroom at a time. We will encourage and promote social distancing. Teachers are required to wear masks in the classroom all the time, and they will be asked to stay at least 6 feet apart from others, and to model for the students as well. Initially, our school with the instruction in the school, there will be smaller numbers, so the social distancing will be possible at the Canton building. It may not be so possible at the other buildings in Dearborn Heights because of the heavy enrollment that is in there, but for Canton, we will be able to accommodate the needs with the social distancing. And so we believe that this will be a very healthy and safe environment, and we're really excited about opening in Canton. As far as the program is concerned, we will be using Schoology. Schoology integrates with PowerSchool, and it makes it much easier for teachers' instruction, and it serves just as good of a purpose as any other program. Many of the big districts are using Schoology as well. So this is our platform for virtual instruction. Every student will be provided with a Chromebook and the charger, as well as the headgears for them to use whether they're in the school or whether they're learning at home. So we are ready for virtual at any time by ensuring that our students receive those Chromebooks on time. The principal will schedule this with you. If I may call Ms. Hassan the principal, she's actually the acting principal, and she will be the acting principal for the rest of the year. The reason we call her acting principal mainly because she's been with us for many, many years. She's a veteran, a pro, used to be a principal at Star International Academy in Dearborn Heights. She was also a principal at Universal Academy in Detroit. She's had a number of years of experience, and we're really very fond of her. She's been extremely successful, and she serves as the Director of Curriculum Improvement at our institution. And when we offered her the position, she openly accepted that because she really wants to ensure the success of the academy, the new building in Canton, and she will be, serving in that capacity as an acting principal. Hopefully you'll get to meet her on August 27, and you'll meet her also virtually shortly, and she will be discussing with you the rest of the arrangements that are being made to ensure a smooth opening of the building. And thank you so much. So if you have comments and questions, please send them our way. We will try to respond to them. And meanwhile, I welcome Mrs. Hassan. Please join us with the rest of the presentation. Mrs. Hassan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Hamadeh. It's a pleasure to be here this afternoon, and it's a pleasure to be a part of the Star National Academy Canton family. Know that we are completely committed to providing your dear children with the utmost education, and we're working quite hard to align the curriculum and prepare the academy to meet the needs of your children and all other stakeholders. As Mrs. Hamadeh shared, August 27th is the parent-teacher orientation. We welcome you to come join us, see the academy in action, and meet the teachers in person as well as ourselves. Know that we will have, of course, safety protocols and social distancing measures in place. Chromebooks will be distributed, and Mrs. Hamadeh shared. Please do look out for your email. There will be an email that has been sent out and sent out again with the Chromebook user agreement and the virtual online learning agreement. Know that these two agreements are necessary to complete in order for us to issue the Chromebooks to your children. If for those families who I had the pleasure of speaking with on the phone share that they may not need a Chromebook, do know that the virtual online learning agreement form itself is needed because all students, regardless of which option you choose, whether it's all virtual, 3 days or 4 days in person, there will always be at least that 1 day of virtual learning, and so that form is needed. As Mrs. Hamadeh shared, the first day of school is August 31st with a half day. Our half days will be from 7:55 to 12:30 p.m. and the full days, Monday through Thursday typically, will be from 7:55 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. With the virtual online learning, know that such times will be followed per the schedule. The enrollment survey that was posted earlier during Mrs. Hamadeh's presentation is needed kindly to be completed if you have yet to do so, picking one of those options, either A, B, or C that Mrs. Hamadeh shared previously, and we kindly ask that such decision be made for your child for the first semester of the school year. And of course, as things change, we are more than willing to be flexible to collaborate with you on what decision you choose for the second semester. So those two emails or a notification with regards to the virtual learning form, the Chromebook user agreement, and the enrollment survey and questionnaire, please be sure to get all three of those items in so that we can plan most effectively and accordingly for your dear children. With regards to Schoology, this is the online virtual learning platform that Mrs. Hamadeh was discussing earlier. Know that daily instruction and learning will take place Monday through Friday. Attendance questions will be posed throughout each day. So it's essential that children are going to bed on time at a reasonable time, waking up on time by 7:55, logged into their Schoology, and there will be more information with your user information and how to access this platform. Attendance questions will be posed at 7:55 a.m. For elementary students, there are two key attendance questions that need to be responded to throughout the day. We refer to one as being the morning attendance, and the second one as being the PM afternoon attendance question. For middle school students, there will be hourly attendance questions. Again, with the first one being at 7:55 a.m., and students will be expected to please respond to the attendance question for that class during that hour. With that said, the virtual learning will consist of daily instruction, live sessions, some may be pre-recorded by the teacher, and daily tasks and assignments with submittals to be completed by the student throughout the day. Mr. Sharifuddin has displayed a typical student schedule for you. You will see that a typical schedule will consist of a literacy block for elementary, typically consisting of 2 hours. Again, for the virtual learning, it will be laid out based on the teacher working directly with the students, but it will consist of a literacy section, math time allocated, time for science, social studies, character building, online virtual computer literacy learning, and much more. We tend to really focus on literacy across the curriculum as well. One other thing I wanted to elaborate on is PowerSchool. PowerSchool is our parent-student data management system. This houses all of our attendance and grades for your dear children. There is a parent portal which you will be able to download the PowerSchool app, and again, more information of course will be shared with you. And you will be able to monitor your child responding to the attendance questions, what assignments have been issued, and what grades they've worked hard to earn. So please be on the lookout for that as well. Additionally, I wanted to notify you that there will be district-wide state assessments, district-wide and state assessments being prepared for the school year. With the kickoff of the school year, we are specifically working to prepare for the NWEA assessments, which we're looking at options to facilitate virtually with the children. And also for our kindergarten students, there is a new assessment referred to as the KRA, Kindergarten Readiness Assessment, which will be facilitated for just kindergartners. Communication is key, parents, and we are so fortunate to have you be part of the family. So welcome once again. Please ensure that we always have an up-to-date phone number, email address. We will be sending out notification regarding the Remind app. This app can also be downloaded onto your phone, and it's a great tool to receive important updates, notifications, and reminders from the school. You can see there that we have to subscribe to the SIA Canton Remind. You can text 81010 with the following message at SIA Canton. This is an essential tool to keep that two-way communication, and it's similar to receiving a text message, in addition to, of course, checking your emails for those important user agreements. Another thing that I would like to share with regards to our curriculum, we have a well-balanced quality education that's quite rigorous, aligned with the Common Core standards for our both literacy and mathematics program, the Next Generation Science standards for the science curriculum, and the Michigan State Social Studies standards which were most updated in 2019. Arabic is offered as well as part of our curriculum, and the units are aligned with the Arabic World Language Learning Standards. We also incorporate the virtual learning platforms of Alef Bet online and Arabiya. So more information will come with regards to the Arabic curriculum. Some of the parents had questions pertaining to how is Arabic scheduling facilitated, and Arabic is scheduled depending on the student's prior knowledge based on leveling. So regardless if your child is in 2nd grade or 5th grade and they have 0 Arabic prior knowledge, then they will be placed in a beginner level class. And the reverse applies as well. If it's a kindergarten student who has a wealth of knowledge, maybe had some tutoring or instruction in Arabic, and they may be placed at a intermediate level or advanced level. So worry not, we are working directly with our children to identify what their needs are and making sure that we provide such instruction to address their needs and support them to excel to the fullest potential. Some online curriculum platforms that we incorporate within our learning are BrainPop. BrainPop facilitates a lot of science and social studies supplemental materials. We also facilitate iExcel, which is also an online learning platform. There's an app that would be provided with a username and password, and iExcel provides aligned curriculum with literacy, mathematics, science and social studies from kindergarten all the way through 8th grade, believe it or not. And we also have RAS kits, which are online leveled readers, and they provide books or stories for students to read, again, targeted specifically for their reading level that that child has performed to be at. Lastly, I just wanted to mention with regards to our food service program, all of our meats are halal, and I know Mrs. Hofer has reached out to the parents pertaining to the free and reduced lunch applications. Please be sure that those are filled out and submitted as well for those parents whom she was able to speak to, and email was a preference. Those applications were emailed to them. And for parents who wanted those mailed to them, we have mailed them as well. Kindly note that regardless of whether you believe that you may qualify for free or reduced lunch, please do fill out the applications and submit them. There will be a food distribution during the virtual learning month of September, and more information will be forthcoming on this. We are tentatively looking at having such food distribution on Wednesdays from 11 to 2 p.m., but of course we will send out updated notification through our Remind and through our emails as well. At this point, I want to thank you again for entrusting us with your dear children. It is my pleasure to be a part of the STAR family, and I have actually starting my 19th year with Hamadeh Educational Services, and as Mrs. Hamadeh said, my background is in teaching, curriculum, instruction. I was a principal for 12 years and director of instructional improvement, so know that I'm fully committed to working with you as their parents, the children, of course, themselves, our teachers, and we're excited to see you on August 27th for parent orientation. I don't know if there are any questions that you may have. I'm more than willing to answer any. Schoology, what is the code for Schoology? That will be forthcoming, sent to you via email and through a notification through Remind that has all been set up. But there is an app that you can look into, but the specific access will be sent directly to each of you as parents, to the children. Any other questions? Okay, I don't see any other questions coming up on the screen.
So I hope we provided you enough information about the school opening. We are just about ready, and I'm sure there will be additional information and questions you may ask. Again, we encourage the families and the parents to please attend the orientation that will be held on the 27th. The orientation is limited to the families who have enrolled their kids or who will be enrolling their kids before then. And then there will be social distancing recognized there and also mandated. We ask that the parents, when they come in with their masks. And then full information will be emailed and also sent via social media to all the families to make sure that you have the specifics, the directions, and then you come in and you'll hopefully visit the classrooms and see things in action, how the school will be ready. But nevertheless, we will be, we will be having classrooms virtually in the first month. As far as the Chromebook distributions, Ms. Hassan will be coordinating the distribution once we have the license to be in the building after the construction is removed. So this will be forthcoming. Inshallah, during, preferably on the orientation, that's the initial plan. But for those who don't attend on the orientation, they will be scheduled to come in at different times in case some families cannot make it on the 27th. If you have other questions, continue to send them our way, or feel free to contact us at the phone number that's provided and or email us. Best way to reach us is via email and or phone number. And again, thank you for being with us. and we hope that you will be, we know you will be pleased, and we hope to provide you with the quality education that we have actually been doing for years and years, and we're excited about the Canton school building, excited to see the students come in eventually to the building. We really miss having students in the building, so we want to provide the in-school instruction as soon as possible when we are all fully cleared and ready to go.
So I do see one question.
Yes, that's good. So I just want to mention also that all of our teachers are highly qualified and certified. So, and Ms. Hassan has all the full qualifications. Myself, I'm an educator, a teacher, and also administrator. We've been, we've been in education for years and years, and we are about serving the community and making sure that our students are well taken care of. Our students tend to graduate from our schools, and they have been, the track record have been very successful. Many have taken very good positions in society, and they're well known. Some of our students do come back to serve the academies in some capacity. Our board president is a graduate from the academy, and she's been a board member for many years. All of our boards have student graduates. Our students do come back as parents as well, and they come back as staff members. We have some staff on board who are graduates of STAR International Academy. STAR has been the hub of all of our programs and has had a long history of successes. Has been named as the top high school in the States, not just in the state of Michigan, #1 in the state of Michigan for many, many years. And we aim at continuing to be competitive, use sophisticated technology. Every classroom will be, equipped with a smart board and all the equipment that needs to be there. We want to thank Mrs. El-Kurdi, Dr. El-Kurdi. We miss you. You've been a huge supporter. She was a very, a top administrator at our building. So we hope to see you very soon. There will be notebooks in kindergarten, yes, Chromebooks for all of the kindergartners. Will there be any tests? Yes, accountability actually is a key to ensure quality education. So Canton students will receive Chromebooks just as well. Every student in kindergarten through the highest grade, that is for sure. We will be competitive with any school you ask for. So we are pros in what we do. We listen to our families. We look at the needs. We try to accommodate based on the needs of individual students. We do provide special ed education as well. We do provide ESL, which is English as a second language. We are really good at having the right resources for our staff. We do a lot of professional development. Our staff, like you see, Mrs. Hassan is a pro in education. She's been in it for years and years. That's her passion. It is my passion. It is the passion of our administrators, teachers, and all of our staff. We serve from our hearts, and we equip our people to make sure that they are professional and they are top-notch in providing you the education that you need. We take pride in the program that we have as well, teaching Arabic as a second language. So all of our grades and all of our classrooms include Arabic as a second language. So here, by sending your kids to our schools, they don't only get the well-rounded education that is required by the state of Michigan, they also get that second language. And we also focus on the character building. You'll see that, as Mrs. Hassan mentioned, this is integrated into the program. We take pride in the 4 pillars, the HES 4 pillars. In those 4 pillars, our teachers have to plan instruction by incorporating those 4 pillars in the instruction. While we believe in quality education is not sufficient without embedding the values and the true human being values that need to be embedded in the program. A lot of the programs miss out on these important values. We promote the cultural values that strengthen the cultural beliefs and strengthens the personality of the students to make sure that they really are raised upright the way the families would want them to be. This is a collaborative effort between the school and the families. We promote family engagement. We have a number of activities for families. We do also professional development for families who are in the areas that may be needed and or that they may ask us for it. They believe that this will help improve on their relationship with their kids and also on knowing how to better manage maybe them with discipline or with their homework, how to better help them. So we look at what may be needed. We try to bring in, the instruction and the training in the areas that would help support the families at home. We count on the families to continue this open communication with us, and you'll see there's ongoing communication between the school and the families to see that the best interest of our students is well served, and to see that our students they graduate from our schools, they're equipped with the skills and the values that will make them successful. And also we focus on the scholarship program. We make sure that our students have many options in colleges and get as many scholarships as possible so they can make choices in a college of their interest. And, STAR last year and the years before, we've actually accumulated, a very high number in scholarship. I believe, last year was different because of we did have a lot of scholarships, but the year before was $28 million where we're secured for our students. We do have $1 million club, so students who receive scholarships in a value of $1 million and up, they become members of that $1 million club. So we set the bar high, we set the expectations high, so our students try to really not just finish high school, but to be on top of their class as much as possible, and to also admit them in college. 100% of our students get admitted into college. They don't only get admitted into college, we have a high percentage of students who finish college, approximately about 95 to 98%. And this data is really, you can find it in, online through my school, what is it?
Data. My school data.
Yeah, the website, My School Data, MI School Data. So you'll find more information about STAR International Academy. It is one of the top schools in the state of Michigan, or be it a charter school or a public school. We are funded by the state, so the education that we provide is free to the parents. We do provide all halal meals. The halal meals, are guaranteed, so we know where we're getting the meats from and the chicken and so forth. So we also offer free breakfast program. So the free breakfast, free lunch program to all the families based on their qualification and their income. So we pre-qualify families for the lunches, so their kids can receive free and reduced lunch. And then also the physical education activities, they're provided by teachers who are certified and they're well-trained in the area. The health program is a very good, it's very well balanced. We also provide our students with instruction on being healthy so they can lead a healthy life as they continue to, grow and hopefully become successful. So we have social workers, counselors, all of the complete services as may be needed based on the school needs and based on the student needs. We are easy to contact. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us anytime. Continue to send your questions and your inquiries they may come up. Again, the number is 734-331-3081. And or if you're interested in enrolling your children with us at enroll SIA at starpsa.org and /admissions. Hopefully we will be hearing from you, and hopefully we can see you and meet you at the building. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for joining. I believe our program is coming to an end, and we will be closing this program with, I believe we may have a video to share with you. Thank you. Salam alaikum.
Schools across the tri-state area continue to either cancel classes or move to remote learning.
All of it to ensure everyone's safety during the coronavirus outbreak.